Stampers, this is Marie Bennett at blackberriesandcream.net, and today I'm going to show you this card I made, how to make this card, using the Stampin' Up! Stamp set Lighthearted Leaves. This stamp set coordinates with a Thinlits set called Leaflets, and I'm going to be using this Thinlit and its corresponding stamp, this beautiful brocade looking leaf. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so inside this card I have stamped on Very Vanilla using Cajun Craze just an image of part of that leaf at the bottom, and then the sentiment that I enjoy so much from that stamp set, let our lives be full of both thanks and giving. And then I have daubed the edge of the Very Vanilla using Cajun Craze and my sponge dauber. And so for our card, I've already got that part done. And I'm going to be adhering that to the inside of this piece of Cajun Craze cardstock that is cut at, it's a half a sheet, so 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. And I'm going to be using just snail adhesive. Whoops, I won't be using that snail adhesive. It's gone. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to put some snail on the back of this Very Vanilla layer and stick that in my card, leaving about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Like that. Okay, so the inside of the card is done. Now the outside layer, I have used a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock, and I've just stamped random images of 2 different leaves. So one is that large brocade leaf using Cajun Craze. I like them just kind of all jumbled all around. Oops. Now one more. I kind of want to stamp this off, make this kind of a duller image. Okay, so that's the end of that. And then using pumpkin pie, I'm going to stamp on just a smattering of these, this smaller leaf. It's this one right here. Same thing, I just like the leaves to be kind of all tossed and tumbled, looking like they were being blown about by the fall wind. Okay, so now that layer is finished, and I can adhere that to my Cajun Craze using the snail adhesive. So for the greeting, I used the sentiment, "Every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from the autumn tree," from that same stamp set, and I stamped it on Very Vanilla in Cajun Craze. And now I'm going to cut it out using the tags and labels Thinlits. This is the one I used. Yes, the middle-sized one of these. Okay, and then this larger one, whoops, I'm going to use to cut out a piece of Cajun Craze to layer behind it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so that didn't take long. Now I'm just going to use my snail to adhere the Very Vanilla on top of this piece of Cajun Craze. Like that. And then put some dimensionals on the back. I need 4. Now the leaf, I have already stamped the leaf on a piece of Very Vanilla using Cajun Craze, and now I'm going to take my sponge dauber and color in the leaf. And this is not, this just wreaks havoc with my fingers. My fingernails are permanently destroyed from this ink. So I just take this and I start here and just all the way around the edges so that the center, it still gets some daubing, but as you can see, it leaves a lighter layer, a lighter color, and gives the leaf a little more dimension, I think, when you do that. So I'm giving it some elbow grease because I want it a little darker around the edges. Okay, so there's my leaf. I'm going to cut it out using that Finlet, and I'll be right back. Okay, so on the back of the leaf I need to add 3 dimensionals. No, I guess 4. Oh, my brain. Okay, so I need 4 dimensionals, and then using this gold braided coil, I just love this stuff, I'm going to tie a bow and stick it on with a glue dot. And I don't want to waste any of this, so I'm just going to tie the bow and then cut it to length. This coil, braided coil, keeps a little curly attitude, and I really kind of like it. So I'm not going to work at straightening it out. I suppose you could. Alright, I just need a little bit of rolled up glue dot. Stick that right behind my knot. And then put that right here at the base of the stem. That. I'm getting ink on my dimensionals because I didn't wash my thumb where that sponge dauber, see? I need to be careful. Alright, so this is going to go right here, like that. And then the sentiment card goes on, and the card is finished. Very simple. One stamp set, 2 ink pads, 1 embellishment, so it's a very economical card to make. Well, unless you count the thinness. And who counts them? You can use them over and over, right? Okay, so there you have it. My fall card. I think it's just beautiful. This my favorite Thanksgiving stamp set yet from Stampin' Up. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you'll go out and make one of these yourself. Just head over to the website. There's a link below in the description of the video that'll take you right to my store for all of your supplies. So, thanks for watching, and happy stamping. Bye.